Torah reading Parshat Tazria begins with the laws of ritual purity in relation to a mother who gives birth. It says, Isha ki Tazria v'yalda zachar, when a woman conceives and gives birth to a son, v'tama shivat yamim kimei nidat dota tima, she'll be ritually unfit for 7 days, just as in the days of her menstrual separation. Ve'el mikdash lo tavo, and into the sacred space she may not enter. Now, on the plain level, this is talking about ancient ritual purity laws. But on the metaphorical level, what does it mean to give birth? It means to create something new. And whether or not you have children, all of us are constantly creating. On the deepest level, our creation begins with the spontaneous arising of thought that happens almost constantly for most people. And then as our thoughts become externalized into our decisions and our actions, we literally co-create all of our life situations along with all of our other fellow beings. And whenever something new appears on the horizon of our consciousness, whether it's a blossoming of thought, or sensation, or feeling, or something happens around us, like someone knocks at the door, or you go and knock on someone else's door, or the kitchen sink breaks, or it starts to rain, or you decide on a new career, whatever new is arising, it doesn't matter. There's the tendency to lose your connection with the eternal dimension of being, that open space of the present, which is not separate from your own consciousness, and instead get tangled up in whatever particular experience you happen to be having. And that is how we lose our freedom. We forget all about the space of this moment and instead get stuck in whatever's going on. Then, once you're in that state of being stuck, even if you bring yourself back to a state of presence at that point, you may still feel stuck. That's because before you can transform, you first need to simply be present with whatever mind state you're already in. The trick is not to become disheartened and give up. Just be wherever you're at. That's v'tama shivat yamim, being tameh, or ritually unfit to enter the mikdash, the sacred space, for 7 days. 7 days means the world of time, which is created by the mind that imagines past and future. This is hinted at in the story of the 7 days of creation. Then it said, Kimei nidat dota tima, like the time of nida, which means separation. Because when you get caught by your experience, you lose connection with your inherent wholeness, and you feel separate from how you imagine you'd like to feel. But if you stay with it, being conscious of any feelings of constriction as they arise in your body, and continuously bring your attention back again and again to your sensations, to your breathing, then that barrier to wholeness will drop away at some point. As it says, Uvayom hashmini yimo basar orlato. On the 8th day, the male baby's foreskin will be circumcised. The foreskin, the orla, is a metaphor. A strange metaphor, perhaps, but as a barrier, it hints at that feeling of separation that the ego feels. And the number 8 represents eternity, as it's one step beyond the 7, plus the number 8 on its side is the infinity symbol. So the idea is that when your consciousness gives birth to a new experience, there's an inherent orla, a feeling of separation that arises when you get absorbed into the drama of whatever's going on, and that's okay and natural. When you're in the 7 days of disconnection from the mikdash, from the sacredness of presence, just be there. Know that it's only temporary. Stick with the practice and draw your awareness into your body with more gevura, with more strength and persistence. And if you do, you will come to Yom Hashmini, this moment of eternity where all barriers drop away and you return ever more deeply to the openness of presence. So on this Shabbat Tazria, the Sabbath of birth, let's remember to fully accept and be with whatever states we find ourselves in, and in the freedom of presence, seek to birth a more kind, loving, and conscious world. Good Shabbos, good Shabbos.